What's going on, guys? Hex here with another episode of Skul the Hero Slayer, and let's get right into it. Thank you for being here, as always. I'll pick up this for now, but I don't know how long I'll stick to it. I have a dream run I want to pull off, where I use Reaper and MacBeth Gravedigger together. I think it's probably the highest damage potential in the entire game, but obviously we have to get lucky and get the Reaper to make that happen, so... Not holding my breath. However, MacBeth is still an excellent ability, probably one of the better abilities in the entire game. And Gravedigger is just like a very highly underrated skull that I think a lot of new players don't recognize how powerful it actually is. Because summoner skulls, I think, are like kind of unfavored by most people. Most people don't really like them, although I guess people like Davy Jones, but... that's a special case. Davy Jones is many other things as well. But Recruit, Davy Jones, although I haven't gotten to try his summoner aspects yet, unfortunately. He's very rare and hard to find, so. But him, Recruit, and Gravedigger are very good skulls. Any skull that summons things that attack for you has the potential to play the game for you instead of you having to actually play it yourself, which is really funny. It's a really funny way to look at it. But yeah, like if you like say summon MacBeth, you can just stand back and let MacBeth do all of the work while you just kind of stand there and look and watch, and it slowly kills everything for you. The thing about Gravedigger is though, its summons can't move, so you're very beholden to where you initially place them down. So you have to be very careful with that. I would say for that reason, Atholo, and I still hope I'm saying that right, is a very necessary skill that you should try and find on your Gravedigger, no matter what you're playing. But beyond that, King Lear and MacBeth are incredible skull abilities to have, and Hamlet sucks, but you can do decent things with Hamlet too. But you just have to place them very, very carefully. Hamlet is good in boss fights, I'll give it that, but useless in rooms, and I mean beyond useless in rooms. Bosses just can't escape the Hamlet, so it's like good regardless. But that's giving Hamlet too much credit. Hamlet just sucks. That's when you're thinking of Hamlet, just think Hamlet sucks ass. That's like all you need to know about Hamlet. It's not worth your time. We're not beholden to the Gravedigger route though, so I think I'm gonna pick up the gold sword just in case. It gives me treasure, and it also gives me potential damage boosting from here. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and sell that and buy this, I think, or maybe that. But I don't want to go too heavy into the to the physical route because we're pretty wide open right now. We don't have any defined path we're on, so we're just gonna go ahead and take the cog wheel there, just for the small little damage percent boost it's going to give us for now. Of course, we got the warrior, who is the most annoying Act 1 enemy, or adventurer, I mean. He, by far, none of the others come close to being as annoying as him. They're all really easy, but he just has the most HP, so it's like you're stuck against him the longest. That's really the only reason he's any more annoying than any of the others. As you can see, we barely stopped him from ulting there, which is just typical warrior shenanigans. He's just a very obnoxious enemy, but we killed him very quickly, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so there's a succubus, which is a very good quint. Also a clown, which is a good skull. But I think I've used clown too recently, so I'm not too keen on picking it up. And plus it has highlight, which is terrible until legendary. And even at legendary, it's not great. So I think I'll just break this and be on my way. Not upgrading this this Gravedigger just yet because I don't want to waste skull shards. If this was an older episode, I would have been like, well, there's really no downside to doing that. But nope, I was proven wrong. You know, I'll own up to it when I'm wrong. I was wrong about all that stuff I said about rare or upgrading commons to rare and being like a free upgrade. So might be, but I'd already corrected the record on that. So if you're watching older episodes and you just kind of skipped ahead to like see this episode and you heard me say that in an older episode, nope, I lied maliciously. I was lying the whole time and I knew it, and I was laughing too. I was like, they're wasting their skull shards and I'm causing it. This is awesome. Lying is sick. and then I like high-fived myself. But in reality, I apologize for misleading you guys. I always like to keep my my episodes entertaining and educational, I guess is the vibe I'm going for with these videos. So if I'm ever wrong, or if I say something and you suspect it's wrong, and even like the suspicion is there, let me know, and I will either cop to being wrong or I will explain why I'm right. But usually, like, if you just explain something and I see like your point, I'll just, you know, I'll give you credit too. Like, I'll be like, oh, hey, X person told me I was wrong about Y thing, and here's, you know, them saying it, and congrats for calling me out. So I like the things to be like accurate here. So, which, you know, there is a big tips video coming out soon where I'm pretty certain about everything I'm saying in that. So hopefully I'm right about all of the stuff I'm saying there. Also, another clown, which kind of weird clown. I already said no one time. Nothing's changed since then. Not really. Although we are getting really, really bad shop items here. Okay, this is good at least. And this could be okay. We do already have arms, so I suppose we'll take it. We're going down a weird route here. Makes me kind of want to pick the clown up just for safety, but I don't know, man. Like, it's just too like, we used it not that long ago. Oh yeah, we have to walk over here to summon these guys. Really annoying. Why is this so narrow? Wait, where are they? Do I have to jump? Oh my god. Oh my god, what is that summon box? What is that? Oh my god, that's so weird. In my I have a skips video out where I show how to like skip the various fights in rooms, and in this one I show like the summon box the entire length of this upwards part, but like that's not true at all. It's like so weird. Also, I'm trying to drink some tea here. Hang on a second. I needed it, okay? In the middle of this fight, I needed it, so I just stood there whacking the air in front of me for like a few seconds there. Sorry about that. But yeah, like I underestimated or overestimated very, very much so the length of that summon box there, and apparently the height of it too. Like it's up there in the air, and like if you're small, you can't even reach it. That's so weird. Don't know why they did that, but like I'm pretty sure the skips are a bit of an oversight on their part. I don't think they ever expected people to figure it out like that. So I don't think they like intended people to be doing fight skips like that, but hopefully they leave it in because it's pretty like important for speedrunners to be able to do those skips. So, you know, devs, please, it's okay to leave in a few things. For like some dev teams even like cater to their speedrunning audience occasionally, like the Celeste team, you know. Those are some of the, that's one of the coolest dev teams out there, in my opinion. They do so much for their community, especially their speedrunners. It's really cool. But we're not here to talk about Celeste. And also, Celeste is like that's like a skill speedrunning game, which Skul is a skill speedrunning game too, because you can very clearly see the difference between the top players in Skul. Like me, I'm like a mid-tier speedrunner at best. That's probably giving myself too much credit. But if you watch like one of the top times on the leaderboard, you can very clearly see the difference in skill between them and myself. It's immense. Those people are crazy. I've been thinking about getting back into speedrunning a little bit. Because it's changed a lot in the 2 updates it's been since I've done a speedrun. Oh, okay, I see some decent items here. Well, that was a bit of a mistake on my part. If I want this item, which I'm not sure I do, I was looking at this item. We're kind of going down a path here that takes me away from anything Gravedigger could do. I do plan on, actually, you know what? This could actually be a really good run to show off Unknown Seed or World Tree Seed. If I decide to continue down the Gravedigger path, because we're going to be swapping a lot. So, you know what? Let's upgrade this Gravedigger a little bit. You know, just to see how it feels. Try this baby out. Alrighty. So now we're a rare Gravedigger, which is, what's its name again? Undertaker. Turns into a famous wrestler. Ooh, there's an ability swap NPC, which would be a good thing if we didn't already have MacBeth. So, bit useless there, I'll admit, but, you know, could be worse. Oh, could be better, though, because, you know, there are 4 of these guys, but they're really, really rare. Which is really weird, because they, like, added so many of them, but I feel like you see, if you're ever going to see an NPC, they're, like, anti-priority. You, like, rarely ever see the ability swap NPCs. It's really weird. No. I've used... Dude, I've used Hunter so much on this channel. I'm a big fan of Hunter. But, I need to put it on a pretty big cooldown before I pick it up again. I feel like people don't even like the Hunter runs for some reason. You guys should start liking Hunter. Hunter's a cool skull, okay? I know a lot of people have bad feelings about it, but, you know, maybe you don't like watching... I'm playing it, but maybe you should try watching Hunter and seeing if you like that, because you guys just don't know how to use Hunter. But if you watched me use Hunter, maybe you would learn. Because I'm pretty good at it. Unstable Quintessence is dog shit. So I don't think I'm too interested in that. We are at 1 artifact, so we could technically pick this up, but I don't think we're going the basic attack route here. We're going a very skill spam heavy route here. So if I refresh, I have to sell something to buy something, which I think is okay. That is Rapidity and Wisdom, which is actually really, really good. That is a really good Princess box. So we're going down a route where we'll eventually swap off of this. Is this the time, is the question. So these 2 could also stand to go, or not this as much as this. Manatech is pretty decent on Gravedigger, but I can't imagine another Manatech item I would take. I'll just swap up, because we're already down a mana cycle route here, which is just better on Gravedigger. So, yeah, we'll just continue down the mana cycle route and take that freaking insane Princess box, which has just had, like, 2 of the best inscriptions on it. Yeah, you can't beat that, really. It's hard to beat that, at the very least. If it had Masterpiece on it, that would be one thing, but, you know. This is a very close second. Also, let's get a MacBeth here. Please kill him, thank you. I forget what spawns here. I think it's a lady. No, it's a big doofus. There's 2 similar rooms that look really similar to each other, and I guess the lady is in the other one. Kind of get them confused sometimes. Sorry, I was enjoying some tea. Okay, let's watch out for this guy. This brute. I feel like we need some damage. We should have Wisdom. Yeah, we do have Wisdom. What's our damage at? With Gravedigger, you go Unga Bunga, for the record, if you were curious. That is what you do with this, and I'm definitely going to do that. I'm going as max damage as possible. That's how you make Gravedigger work. We literally just used Magic Mummy. I'm not going to pick that up. Worthless on this run, though I think we showed that Magic Mummy still has a lot going for it, despite being worse than Weapon Mummy, and arguably getting nerfed in 1.5. It's hard to say if getting rid of the statuses it had nerfed it. I don't think they tweaked its... Did they tweak its damage overall? Like, if they tweaked its raw damage numbers and got rid of its statuses, I would say it's a buff, but I'm not sure they did that. Can't remember. So we should... Oh yeah, we're gonna kill her very quickly. That's how it goes with MacBeth. MacBeth, even at this stage, still does a lot of damage, but once we get to legendaries, when MacBeth really starts popping off. There's Pollutant Flask Alchemist. That is some weird shit, right? That is really weird. We do need to find another skull here, though. Could this be it? I don't know. So, actually, these are 2 really good... Oh, okay, I almost broke it. These are 2 really good swap skulls, actually. To get, like, because we're going to be swapping a lot with both of these. So this could be a good way to show it off. Pollutant Flask, though, is weird. I might still swap off of that. I don't think it's worth it. The only thing it has going for it over the other flasks is the amount of stacks you can get with it, which is pretty significant, to be fair. Also, is that... God damn you, Hamlet. God damn you. Why, Hamlet? So now we don't have a fellow, which is actually not good. That's pretty bad with Gravedigger. You definitely want it, and we don't have it. So we might swap off of an ability coming up soon. The only problem is we could lose MacBeth, which is not good. That is bad. So we'll have to see how this goes from here. However, now I passed up on Mana Gauntlet before. I think now I would take Mana Gauntlet personally. It's pretty good on Alchemist from what I hear. So, oh, okay. There's the slime. That's good to see. We'll have to see how that goes, but could go very well for me. Let's get rid of some of these items we don't want to be duped, though. So I think this is where we say goodbye to the golden sword. We're not using it. Everything else, this could also stand to go. This could stand to go. Actually, this is definitely going too. We'll keep this for now, I think. Ugh. Actually, none of these dupes are that good, really. We'll see. Let's see how this goes. What do you got? Well, that's not bad per se. We're getting 80%, or no, 100% now, actually, I think. I think that's how that works. Let's try. Yes. Actually, that maybe that's low-key kind of sick as fuck. The only thing I don't like now is the bone, but actually bone on this build in particular could be okay, but I'd still see bone as a debuff. It is very, very weird to use. There's more mana cycle. We'll actually take that for now. I don't know how long we'll stick on it. But now I need to focus my raw damage, which this is technically raw damage. Duh. Okay, this is better actually. This is mutant, right? So we don't have mutant up, but we'll still take it. We'll take it. It's pretty decent regardless. But now we're gonna be looking to get rid of bone and get mutant, because bone is just whack mutant. That's what bone is, okay? If you were wondering, if you were curious, what is bone? What is this shit? It's whack mutant. Just mutant, but like whackified. I'm very, very cautious of bone. If you watched one of my more recent runs, you would see why I'm cautious of bone. It's a debuff. And even when you want to swap, it can just like, it'll force me out of Gravedigger from time to time. And it's really more of a me problem, because I have my swap bound to my mouse wheel, which means occasionally like I kind of lose myself and just press it too many times, and that sends me out of a skull I want to be on. But like at the same time, when would I ever want to swap that quickly? I just don't know. Like, I think mutant cooldown swap is more than good. Like I just don't see the purpose of an insta swap. And I've yet to be convinced that it's a useful thing. Apparently, I've had conversations where people swear that bone is good, but I just have not yet to see a use case for it, and I don't think I ever will, because I just don't think it's that good personally. Oh, okay, we are taking quite a bit here. I should be a little cautious. Not that I'm worried about losing my life, but I still don't want to be in pain here. So that could give me heirloom, but we're not going down a fairy tale path, so I'm just not going to take it. It doesn't seem useful. But as sick as the 100% boost is, I still think I'm going to swap off of bone eventually. But you never know. This could be the run where I'm like, oh my god, bone is so sick. Emoji, emoji, emoji. Holy crap, you guys have to watch this run. Bone popped off. Explosion face emoji. And there's like 5 of them. I'll do it. Don't tempt me. I'll do the fucking clickbait. So here would be an opportunity, ooh, maybe to use it. I'll save it for this, I guess. Oh wait, that's literally the opposite of what I wanted to happen, for the record. It forced me out of. Okay, well, actually, this is she's so dead, guys. I don't think there's ever been a more dead Leona sister. That is the most dead Leona sister of all time. It's in the Guinness Book of World Records too. You can check it yourself. Just look up Leonis, like look up the L, and it's like the greatest losses of all time, and she's right there. And this one, honestly, is not faring much better. Oh my god, MacBeth is so insane. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see what's in the loot box here. Oh! Oh my lord. Yes, please. I'll take a ring. Thank you. I think that means I'm... Ugh. I'm kind of low-key holding on to the bone just to see. I think I'll get rid of the Carleon insignia. It is giving me like some gold per room, but I think it's time for it to go. Even though I would have gotten treasure back there, like I'm holding on to the bone just for like the fans, you know? We'll see. We'll fucking see. But I'm not convinced. We are pretty far behind on our bone shards, I'm realizing now, so also I need to do this. They always do this to you. They start off the flask on the one or your first skill key, and then when you upgrade your Alchemist to unique, it turns into the second skill key for no reason. It's one of the most annoying things about Alchemist. And then guess what? It has the audacity to do it again at Legendary. And then you have to do it one more time. Let's go ahead and get some of these dudes here. But also we're going to place down a MacBeth. And then I'll just stand back here and kill everything. God, MacBeth is so good. MacBeth is so good, bro. It's so freaking good. I mean, what else can I say about it? Like that I haven't already said. I mean, I could say a lot. Just watch this video and you'll see. I know a lot of people, including myself, although I am kind of slowly coming around because I think some of the statuses that were bad are now starting to become better with 1.6. I've been a big Alchemist antagonist. I've not been the biggest advocate for it. But the more and more I see 1.6 Alchemist, the more I'm kind of slowly but surely coming around and starting to see, like, this kid's got something, you know? There's more to this kid than meets the eye. What is this? So I can finally get Artifact, which I do need. I think it's about time I get rid of this bone. Fuck it, bro. And I'll take a Suanicio. Fuck it, right? Everyone loves Suanicio. She's a great quint. And let's show her off in this episode. It's been a while. So she's going to destroy this room for me. In fact, she's going to even destroy them up there. That's the good thing about Suanicio. So the fact that it can destroy multiple waves of enemies at the same time is what makes Suanicio so good. I'm a big fan. Even though she falls off hard against bosses, but not everything has to be about bossing in this game. It's also about rooms from time to time. You have to also, especially if you're a newer player, you have to really worry about your rooms a lot. So Suanicio, especially for newer players, is just like a nuke button. So always keep that in mind. When in doubt, Suanicio out. Just always, that's a motto you should abide by. Don't kill me. Thank you. Not that we're close to death, but you know, I'm always good to err on the side of caution. Just min-maxing a little bit there. I like to get my gold pieces from like the peons. Oh, what is this? Please don't be... Okay. I was about to say, please don't be Grim Reaper or Davy Jones. Thankfully, it was Yaksha, who's on a bit of a cooldown for us right now. But I'll bring him back along eventually. You know, I had a really good string of episodes with Yaksha, and I'm actually... you know, I'm coming around to liking the guy again. Despite everything I've said about him still being true, by the way. Nothing's changed about Yaksha. But I like him, you know? Like, he's fun. Even though he's not good, he's fun. And having fun in Skul the Hero Slayer is also important. It's not always about winning. It's about also having fun and playing the game just to see what you can do. Although, at the same time, I do value my consistency in this game, so... I still want to win. Don't get me wrong. Just, you know, it doesn't always have to be about that. Thankfully, the golem there hits through the warrior's shield. Also, I'm just going to go ahead and take some damage on purpose. Fuck it. He's dead over there. He's going to get obliterated by Hamlets. Okay, I lied. I'm not going to take damage. I didn't even have the chance. I could get treasure here as well as a 25% boost, but I have to get rid of something to make that happen is the problem. And I'm kind of struggling here to figure out something I want to get rid of. The rapidity is not too good, so maybe the princess box is starting to come on the chopping block, but the wisdom is good, and we certainly need to get our damage percent up here. So I don't think I have a lot of room to take just flat gold gain. So I think I'm just going to take the bone shards and move along, see what happens. I would really like to get my Gravedigger to Legendary before Act 4. So I think overall that was the right decision. Let's sue Onicio here. She's going to destroy the... oh, well, okay. She didn't even have to kill the freaking... what are those things anyway? I still don't know what these are supposed to be. The things in the vats. I don't know what animal these are. Are they dogs? Because that's low-key kind of sad. Or they might be like little goblin guys, actually. Like, and these don't show up. Okay, let's see what I get here first. I'll take it. These don't show up in the game as enemies, but there's like these like goblin-looking things that, like, when you, and this is a spoiler alert, though. If you're, what am I saying? You're here watching me play this. You're probably like, you've probably at least beaten the game or don't care about spoilers. So, when the first hero kills Skul, at the end of Act 3, in the story, after you kill the Chimera, like a bunch of these like creatures run out and like talk to Skul as he like gets brought back. And one of them, I think, is supposed to be also, we will take this. Also, oh my god. I want this too. Oh no. But at the same time, it's not going to build towards my damage percent. So maybe I shouldn't, because we do want the Unga Bunga here, and I think this would be better for that. I think the Bone of Madness has to go. It's not doing anything for me. And actually, I can refresh. Let's do one. Well, there's a Stone Mask, which is a very awesome thing. Kinda low-key thinking about it, but I think we have to move on. But as I was saying, like, one of those things that kind of looks like these things in the vats, except less corrupted, so I think maybe they're supposed to be that. But I'm not sure. Maybe we'll find out more in hard mode. Because there is going to be a lot of new enemy types in hard mode that maybe we'll get some elaboration on the story as well. I could do Suonicio here, but I'm going to save it for the next room. Let's just... Hamlet up here. The Hamlet's going to... See, if you can get a Hamlet in like a really like tight spot where it can't... Where the enemy can't run away, the Hamlet's going to destroy that enemy. Hamlet might even have more potential overall than... and this is probably a super giga hot take, but maybe not, because you just have to pay attention. Hamlet has more damage potential overall, maybe, than MacBeth, but the problem is, and what makes it unviable, is you just have to capture an enemy in a small spot, which is why I said earlier that Hamlet is decent for bossing, specifically. Not Joan, but all the other bosses, basically. But it can't do much against rooms. Also, we're holding down the attack button here just so we can maintain our attack boost we're getting from... But, I don't know, that seems unsustainable, because then I have to come out into Gravedigger and do this to really maintain the damage I'm making off of the Mana Gauntlet. Maybe I should swap off of this eventually. But for now, it's giving me a somewhat decent boost, though that is not at all even close to the number I thought I would be at right now. I guess it's the Hate Stone as well that has to contribute to my overall damage. This is completely unsustainable. I can't do this. I have to swap off the Mana Gauntlet eventually. I can't just run around with Gravedigger swinging like that. It's not fun. Even though it's min-maxy and it would work if I did it, I don't want to do it. Also, we did not make it to 100 before we made it to Act 4. We're really far behind, which is not good, but it's not the end of the world just yet. There's still time. Also, I'm sorry for the noise pollution from constantly holding down the attack button. But you know, let's make the best of it. We'll put some Hamlets here actually, as well as some MacBeths. Okay, so the Chimera might just die here. Oh yeah, she's dead. So that's like the power of a run like this. I hope you can kind of see it now if you were a skeptic. Though we're not done yet. There's still a lot of room for growth here, and we're going to try and make our way up. We don't even have the unknown seed filled out yet. None of this is that good, so I think I'll just take this. I could take the Archdemon, but I'm really feeling the Suanicio. It's just better at room clearing, I would say, at least. Maybe that's a hot take. I don't know. Archdemon's really good, but Archdemon just has that very big weakness in the middle where nothing gets hit. Whereas Suanicio is pretty universal, even though it takes a while to charge up. Sorry for the noise. We're going to swap off the Mana Gauntlet. I'm just seeing how unsustainable this really is in the long term. Not just for the reasons I stated, but also because it's annoying. Basic Attack Alchemist was a run that someone recommended I do. And I guess this is kind of it, but like, even if it's good, bro, this is annoying. This is really annoying. Though we're not there, like, if I was doing the true Basic Attack Alchemist, this would be also After Image as well, accompanying us. Which, with After Image, just imagine the noise pollution. Okay. Let's just do the pause strat here, so I don't have to do it in between screen transitions. Because you can maintain your basic attacks in between rooms. You just need to pause the game and not let the timers tick down. So we'll do it here. It's not even close to as obnoxious on Gravedigger, but it's just really unsustainable on Gravedigger is the thing. Get a Hamlet here. Swap out there because I was afraid of taking damage. And now we're moving on down to the bottom floor. Thank God. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I hate this room. Just takes way too long. Suanicio, come out and do your thing, please. Oh, and there's Harpy, who is actually on time and not completely useless for once. And I think I'll take an item room here because we have a lot of money, so our shop ought to be good regardless. So might as well. Let's go ahead and place down a golem. We really need legendary. Like, we're not popping off just yet. There's still a lot of room for growth on this run. I'm really not seeing the value of Pollutant Flask, though, if I'm being honest. I really like, if this was another Flask, I would be much better off. There's not a lot of reason to just spec into raw damage as a Alchemist, to the point to where you, like, prefer the Pollutant Flask over just, like, a Stun Flask or something, which has a benefit on top of doing damage. So, I don't know. I just don't see the point. This could be okay, but it's not good on Gravedigger. Alrighty. Maintaining our status here. Oh, that has to be the Halfling, right? Yeah, she was so small I couldn't see her in there, so I just assumed it was the Halfling. Well, we did not prevent him from summoning his minions, but that's not a big deal. This ought to be the last room before the shop, if I had to just wager. Looking like it. Yes, sir, it is. Let's try and get rid of this Mana Gauntlet. I'm sick of it. I'm really sick of it. Okay, that is goodbye. I'm done with you. Which means I'm also looking to be done with this, because we never got the Rapidity off the ground, and there's not a real point in doing it, because we're not focusing on our basics. So let's try and also get rid of that. We need Wisdom, right? Having Wisdom 3 kind of makes it harder to swap off of the Prince's box, because now I want to go to Wisdom 4. One more refresh ought to do it. Oh, that's good. But I don't have a good way to get it, is the problem. This and this are on the chopping block, but I don't even know if that would give me enough. It wouldn't, I don't think. We don't have any flat damage gain, or gold gain, I mean. So let's just fuck off from that and move on. We already saw our slime anyway, so duping that is like not really a viable thing. Let's see if we can kill these guys who summon. Just about. Actually, yeah, we did actually. We killed them. God, Suinicio is so good. I love it. I freaking love Suinicio. There are people out there who are like, you know, and I've complained about this pretty semi-regularly on this channel. People who try and say that the only good quintessences are the ones that affect your flat damage gain, which, you know, wrong. Simple as that. You are wrong. Suinicio is so sick. So many good room clearing quints like Hell or Flame Dragon, Suinicio, Shadow Knights, what else? King Dwarf, which is just a good bossing quint in general, though it does fall off kind of hard in the late game. But for like most of the game, it does quite a bit for you. Really, only against like the first hero does it not do significant damage. Let's just get some Hamlets here. Hamlets are like so disposable, you can just spam them without caring. Though I do want to save my my MacBeths for the inevitable boss fight. That's, yep, I was about to say, it's right here. I know how to call it. Also, I swear to God, I pressed the Suinicio button and it just didn't happen. I do not know what went wrong. But it's fine, we're through it. And we have enough for our first legendary, but our second legendary is looking kind of a little bit not secure here. So hopefully we can actually make this happen, but it's looking less and less likely. And we got, okay, she's very, very easy. We have to wait for her to teleport for her first time though, because if we place down MacBeth over here and she appears over here, they'll be useless. So let's let her do a teleport real quick and then we'll start really going in on her. She's so predictable. And we'll even place down some Hamlets too. But she should die very quickly from here. And I mean very quickly. We'll even place down some Hamlets there. Wait, what happened to her wall? I could have actually been in decent trouble here had the wall spawned in. Because she somehow managed to escape that just damage vortex we had over there. Just place down some Hamlets. She should die to this. No. Alright, what is her damage percent? 588? That's pretty good. I mean, it's not bad. I don't know. I feel like she should have died over there. Let's go ahead. Well, I guess we aren't legendary Gravedigger, so that has something to do with it. This is where our DPS gets out of control. Because now we place down 2 MacBeths and like 4 Hamlets whenever we place down anything, so. But this also increases the swap that you need to be doing with this skull. Because every Hamlet you place down, even though you're placing down multiple versions of it, whenever you do, it still costs you multiple graves whenever you do it. So you need to be swapping a lot and always maintain your graves whenever you're doing this. As you saw there, all of those Hamlets spawned a grave or took up a grave when they spawned. So always keep that in mind. That's why it's very important to swap heavily on your Gravedigger. Gravedigger is not a very good solo skull. You definitely want it to have a strong partner that can shore up its weaknesses. But as long as you do that, Gravedigger is like one of the top tier skulls in the game. And, you know, as I always like to tell people, building 2 skulls is the most consistent and best way to play this game, I promise. Seems hard at first. It seems like a lot of resources you're giving to something, but it will drastically, and I mean just, there are enough drasticallys that could fit into this sentence to make it sufficient. It will drastically increase your win percent. With me, you see all of the deaths I have. I have a lot of deaths. I have played this game a lot, but I think I have more deaths than most people. That's just because I used to not be as good at this game as I am now. And the reason I got good at this game is because I started swapping and building 2 skulls in every run. And I swear to God, that's why. Like, that is what happened. And it will happen to you too if you just listen to me and do it. Although I know it's a lot to ask for because it's a lot of resources you have to dedicate to something. But you should still do it. You won't regret it, I promise. Just build towards our gold right now. So the only way we don't get our second legendary is if we just get profoundly unlucky and don't see a single skull room for the rest of the game. Which I don't even think... That would be unheard of. Like, that would just be the biggest dickhead move from the game of all time. And I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're set in terms of getting both of these to legendary. So we should be perfectly okay here. Oh, and another thing I want to say is if you think building to 2 legendaries every run sounds hard, you can just start by, like, whenever you get a natural legendary, because that's 1 free legendary, just build your secondary skull to legendary and practice swapping using that. That's a really good way to get used to it. But it's super worth it, I promise you. Let's look for some decent damage gain here. 1 more refresh is all we got. Oh no, I missed the Fulgent. Ah! It's fine. We would have had so much more damage. This isn't the Giga Damage God run I hoped it would be, but it's a pretty good run, you know, I can't complain. We're in good shape here. Let's try and get our Suanisio here. Suanisio will take out both of these layers of enemies, killing everything, basically. Strategical Suanisio placement is very important. Oh my god, I might get fucked here. Please don't fuck me, game. Please, please, please. I have to go down here and see. Okay. It tried, guys. It freaking tried. I was saying that would be unprecedented, and it would be. The game tried really hard here. It was like trying its best, but it failed. Not today, Skull. I'm getting my legendary Alchemist. You can't stop me. But we're literally just barely gonna make it. I think the next room ought to be the last room. Maybe not though, because I don't think we Giga high rolled our doors, but we don't have a lot of doors left at the very least. This might be the last one. This is the 3rd one after the shop, so let's see. I'm not used to this one being a final room, so maybe we have 1 more after this. So maybe it wasn't as close as it felt. Still pretty close. And we also got the halfling. Okay, yes, it is. The game tried, baby. It tried. Not today. Not today. You're not doing it. Thankfully, no matter what, like, the odds of getting a common this late are very low, but not impossible. But it can't do it even if we get a common, because we thankfully have 96 shards. So go ahead and give me a common. I don't care. I actually would have liked a common there because we would have had as close to 100 as possible. But it's fine. You know? Can't complain. Moving on to Joan. We're going to have a very easy time in this fight. It's going to be super simple. Let's see how this goes, though. You know what I've been thinking? Oh, I've been thinking we're going to lag a little bit here, but it's been a while since I've done a challenge run. I should do one again soon. I've been doing too many Giga runs. I've had it too easy for too long. Let's try and make the next one a challenge run after this one. I'll give it a shot. I have a few really good suggestions that I can dive into. So that aside, oh yeah, I want to place a Suanisio in the middle because we can hit both. Oh, we're just gonna place a MacBeth here, though I'm gonna save my MacBeths for phase 2 because it's always fun to just instantly kill phase 2 Joan, which will happen if we do it right here. So that's gonna be the goal. As you can see, we're already killing these with just Hamlets. So, oh yeah, I shouldn't swap yet. Though swapping as soon as we get up here will be a good thing. Let's try and get her caught in a golem. Yes! Trying to swap. Where are my golems? Why aren't they spawning? Let's get some Hamlets here. Just kill her. Who cares about my HP? This is like the takeaway I've gotten from playing with Earl so much, is like, fuck my HP. Just kill her as quickly as possible. And we have so much of it anyway. There was really no harm, no foul there. Okay, there's the scriptures. I was really hoping I would see these. This gets me to Tactics 4, or Wisdom 4. God, I still can't get used to that. So, this would also, but this is way better. Which I think means I can get rid of this, although I also could get rid of this, but this loses a lot of value in the late game, but like, actually, so this is conditional and this isn't. I think that's the deciding factor here in what to get rid of, because we're not going to Artifact 4 and we have no reason to, but going to Wisdom 4 is a big bonus. So, yep. See you later, Hate Stone. You know, I used to really hate the Hate Stone, but when 1.5 came around and changed everything, like, Hate Stone jumped up pretty high for me in terms of its usefulness. Ooh. I muted the game. Whoops. I don't think that shows up in recording, though, so... there's a freaking button on this headset. I don't know why it exists, but there's a button on this headset that mutes the volume on your computer. Seems pretty useless, if you ask me. Also, I pushed the Suanicio button. Good lord, please, game. Whenever I push something, you have to register it. Also, what I'm thinking about right now is how do I break this windscreen? Because we are on like a slump when it comes to that. We need to fix that. I don't know. I think my best hope here is to try once again to get my quintessence in the windscreen. Oh, also, let's check this food here. Do I want to really dive into this? No. God, that would actually be pretty good in the... if we could take it to the first hero, but we can't. We're looking for raw damage here. This has wisdom on it, but I don't think it's better than anything we have. Actually, it's better than this. Yeah. Come with me. Alright. So we got a last minute upgrade. Light Spirit Lou is actually pretty dang good, even without Fairy Tail. It does quite a bit, so... Okay, I pushed the screenshot button game. I'll push it a million times. Is this gonna be another speed up situation? It's looking like it. Oh yeah, I just took like 5 screenshots. Freaking laptop just not registering whenever I push buttons, man. Also, we pretty much spent all of our money, so that's a very efficient run we had here. Pretty much every penny counted, at least a little bit. Game. Today, please. Thank you. There's a Windows update pending on this fucking thing, so I'm lucky that this has been the only issues we've come into so far in terms of lag. I was thinking this episode was going to be a nightmare to record, but it's been pretty good, so I can't complain too much. Who do I want to... okay, I want to start out as Alchemist when I get into the first hero fight. So what I'm going to do here is summon our... oh no! I forgot to upgrade my Alchemist! Oh my god. I knew this would happen eventually. Oh no! And there's no going back. There's no going back, bro. Oh my god, I knew this would happen eventually. Like, we'll be okay. We'll be perfectly fine. But that is a lot of DPS missing that we could have had in this first hero fight. We'll be okay, though. We'll be okay. But that's a lot of wasted skull rooms. That's all just, ugh. Now I'm upset. But we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Accidents happen. It happens to the best of us. I'm sure it's happened to you guys as well as myself. Though I am, you know, it shouldn't be happening to me. I've played this game enough to know better. We'll still have fun in this first hero fight, though. Let's see how this goes. But I am upset. Well, Gravedigger was always going to be the main event on this run anyway, but I do feel bad for the Alchemist fans out there. All one of you. I apologize. You know, accidents happen. Also, did he get caught in that? I couldn't really tell. But he's still taking a shitload of damage regardless. Let's get him in the golem. I think we can kill him before he jumps up in the air. Yes! Okay, good stuff still. Okay, this run is still good. We're still golden. We're still golden. Everything's going just fine, even though we fucked up. It's fine. It's fine. Keep going. Just keep placing these things down. We need our World Tree Seed to make this really pop. Is he stuck in that? Yes, he is. Okay, he's super dead. Okay, this still went really well. Showing the power of Gravedigger for those who are uninitiated into the Gravedigger fan club. Hopefully you saw it there. Also, just to throw a bone to the Alchemist fans, like I said at the earlier in this video, I don't remember exactly when, but Alchemist is growing on me, especially now that he got buffed and he's no longer quite as bad as he was. Also, fuck, I should have saved my Suanicio. That was a complete waste of Su. Of course, then when I pressed the button, it works. Every other time I pressed Suanicio this run, it didn't work. Well, this is unfortunate. I do not know how to break this windscreen now. I know there's a way to clip down through this. I've done it with Monkey a bunch of times, but I've never been able to consistently pull it off with anyone else. Oh, well, I fell down regardless. Oh my god, what an awful windscreen. Oh god, I fumbled the ball so hard at the end here. Oh my lord. GG still, but oh god, bad windscreen. I fucked up the Alchemist. Ugh, I'm so mad at myself. But you know, live and learn. The run was still really good. I mean, we killed the first hero so quickly there. Even with like some weird choices, like the Mage's Necklace, which is not an item I think most people bring to the end. It's like a really good mid-game item, and Mana Cycle is obviously good. At least Mana Cycle 2. But we had like the rare, really useful World Tree Seed here, and very rarely do you ever actually get to make full use of this, and it has Mana Cycle on it, and Mana Cycle is a really rare inscription, so finding it on good items is a little hard, so had to use it while we could, and it really worked out very well for us in this run. Obviously, the ring in every run meme lives on. I'm very proud of that. You know, when you got it, you got it, and sometimes you got it with the RNG. What can I say? Scriptures as well, which is now slowly turning into a scriptures in every run thing. But like scriptures is so fucking good, dude. Low key, they should. And see, they did a really good job with boss chests. Like they fixed them a lot, and they're really good now. But the thing they still need to fix is they need to make it to where any boss item can appear in any boss chest. It no longer should just be like the Int's boss chest and Leanna's boss chest, because it fucks over scriptures. You could do so much more with scriptures if you could just find it earlier. And it's a really good item, and you can use it very well in the last fight of the game. But you should be able to use it more than that. So, and it would also run into issues with World Tree Seed. Obviously, it would become a useless item at certain points, like if you found it in the Leanna, or I mean the Joan boss chest. But like now that boss chests are not what they used to be, like you could very easily like that's not even that big of a deal. So I think it should be a thing they do, but that's just my opinion. I'd be curious to hear what you have to say. It's just really lame that scripture specifically gets fucked over. Also, Leanna, or I mean, why do I keep saying that? Joan legendary item win, right? I want that shit, and I know you guys do too. As for the tips video, bro, I'm sorry, guys. I completely underestimated how big of an undertaking this video would be. I'm working on it all the time, I swear to God, but it is going to be a while. But it's going to be so worth it. I promise. You have to trust me. Watch my and this isn't just self-advertising. This is just like to give you an idea of where I'm going with this. Watch my my skips video, which is an older video. It's going to be really far back in the catalog, but go look at that, and I'm going like in a similar direction with that. Not quite as like it's very like I tried to make like my idea with that video was to incorporate it to make it look like it could very well just be like an aspect. I wanted it to look like I wanted the editing to look like it just blended in with the game's UI to an extent. I'm not doing that with this, but I'm still editing it like in a very similar way where I go very ham with the editing. And it's going to be super worth it. You just have to trust me. But and it's going to be very informative too. You will probably learn some things from that video that hopefully you haven't already learned just from watching me. But either way, that's all I have to say for this. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And thank you for getting me to 200 subscribers. I'm not leaving you guys out to dry, I promise. You will get the tips video, and it's going to be so sick. But either way, thank you. And hopefully here's to 100 more. I did say I was ending this, but I also just want to say I do have a lore video in the works, like in planning. That's going to be the next milestone, so look forward to that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.